Record. Welcome, Team Diamonds. Awesome. I'm so excited. I know my background keeps changing because I can't decide what I want back there, but I think I have it now because I like to, these are all the gifts that you guys have given me. And then I really like those signs. But I know I used to have like a bookcase and other things, you know. And like I said, I'm going to put cat pictures. I'm going to put cat inspiring pictures back there. Okay. So, this is Jessica. Jessica is my most recent direct. Okay. And she's going to take the call. Her and Jamie are both going to do it. And so, Jess I asked to, these are like my kind of little notes.
Oh, good.
Little bit of notes. Can you guys see us okay? Because we are really out of focus on my screen. I think it's just my computer, but just let me know if not. First and foremost, I almost wore this exact same shirt except for it's white and black, and I almost put it on. Awesome, they're good. And that would have been awesome. We would have been like, but then I had to show off my stargazing shirt because I love this.
Sounds cute too. I have like kids leggings in that.
What size?
I think they're the small medium ones.
She's got small medium in this. You guys, someone buy it from her right now. I'm freaking out about that. Okay, so we are going to talk about Jess. I want her to, if you guys have not followed her on her Instagram, you need to, okay, because it's incredible. She was featured on LuLaRoe within like your first month or first week. First month of and she's just, they're crisp, they're clear, and she puts a lot of thought into it. And so I wanted her to come in here, and she doesn't have like a photography technical background, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Otherwise I'm in trouble. And so she has very real advice for helping you learn what is the third thing in the 72-hour game plan, promote your business through text, Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff. It's very important to promote your business. And an online presence will help your business grow, not just with online sales. It will help your business grow in person. It'll help people to be able to reach you and to see you behind the pictures and behind the images. And my dog is like panting. If you can hear that. Anyway, so I want her to talk about why she's in LuLaRoe, what she does to create her images, how much effort, thought, all of that, and how why she feels it's important to market herself. Very clear and crisp. And then also Jamie's after that, I'll jump back in, and then we're gonna have Jamie talk about a few things that she shared with me, a really amazing story this week, and about her why and how she's balancing making LuLaRoe be a business for her, but not taking over her life. And I really liked her experiences, and so I really wanted her to share with that. And I have nothing amazing to say except that I'm going to say it at the end. I have a challenge for you guys and for myself, and so I'll say it at the end. Okay, it's all you.
Okay. Hey guys. So first, my why. As some of you girls know that came to the convention, kind of know my why already, but for those of you who I haven't had the pleasure of meeting yet, I started LuLaRoe in June, so it's only been a few months, but I've known about LuLaRoe since the beginning because my brother Josh works at the home office, and we grew up with the Stidham Brady family, and so we've known them for years, many years. Nicole was one of my best friends growing up, so and Josh's best friend is Mike Brady, who is Anna's husband. So
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They just bought a house in Corona, right?
Yeah. My mom's gonna decorate it.
What?
Yeah.
Oh wait, I need to talk to you about that.
Okay.
I need this place to be. Okay.
Anyway, so Mike got Josh a job pretty much, right when they were creating LuLaRoe, and so Josh has been there from the beginning, and he kind of started to see this company grow and become really big, and he started to see all the different ways that the consultants that were signing on were being blessed, and just knowing the financial struggle that my husband and I were going through, he really tried to get me to sign on to be a consultant, and I just kept telling him no. I just had a lot of insecurities and a lot of reasons why I didn't think I'd be good at it, and so I just kept turning it down. Eventually, he kind of turned to my dad and said, "Hey, Dad, hear me out. I really think that Jessica could really benefit from being a consultant. So maybe if I talk to you and you talk to her, then we can get her to sign on. So he basically sat down with my dad, told him all about the company, told him all of the ways that it blesses all of you guys and, the experiences he's seen through it. And once they were done talking, my dad was like, she's got to do it. So my dad immediately called me and had me come over, and they kind of both sat me down and went more into detail about LuLaRoe and what it would entail and what I could get out of it and all of those things. So basically when we were done talking, my husband and I decided to do it. So I signed on. And to make a long story short, we were also having fertility issues. And we have a 6-year-old son, but that took like a year and a half to get pregnant with him. And then it's been he's 6, so we've been trying for 5 years and have had no success. So we knew that we were going to have to go to treatments and all of that, and didn't have too much money for that. And so we figured maybe this was an answer to our prayers. So that's how we decided to start. About 6 weeks ago, and some of you already know, my husband and I have decided to divorce. And so now my why has kind of changed. I'm finding myself being a single mom and having to take care of myself and take care of my son. And so that's kind of my why now, and that's kind of how I got started. So
that's incredible. I didn't think you were going to share that.
Oh.
She's so raw and real, you guys. She is amazing. You guys got to reach out to her. So, you're awesome.
Oh.
It's not an easy thing to go through at all. And to be raw and real is hard. So now I just want you to talk about how you've been able to, so now they know why you joined. So what your dedication to it is, what you're trying to make with it, and then how that's impacted how you market yourself online, and how you kind of learn to make Instagram be, her pictures are like eye candy to me. Like every day I'm like, oh, what's a new one? What's a new one?
I haven't had my pictures up yet, but
she does. It's awesome. They're always just beautiful. And again, you guys need to look her up. It's just LuLaRoe Jessica Pito, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if you're not following her, follow her, because it is like eye candy. And so if you could you have freedom to talk about whatever you want.
Okay. Well, like I said, I just started, so there's still a lot of things that I'm trying to get the hang of and trying to learn and things like that. But I love anything that entails being creative. Before I did LuLaRoe, I kind of on the side would do parties and dessert tables. And so anything that has to do with being creative, I'm going to go back to school for interior design. I just love doing crafts or anything crafty and creative. So that's kind of like my thing that I'm good at. I wanted to really focus on my pictures, actually, because I watched a YouTube video of Lindsay Wheeler, and she gave really good advice on being consistent. And she had said early on that she made a goal to post at least once a day, every day for 30 days. So I thought, okay, I could do that. That's doable. So I decided to just really focus, because if you look at the beginning of my Instagram, you see that I focus a lot on follow me, like I'm a consultant now, and then I post pictures of my inventory, and I thought, okay, yeah, I need to be more relatable. I need to get my followers to get to know me better and to see what I can bring to the table. And so I decided to just get more creative with my pictures. My soon-to-be ex-husband, he knows a little bit about photography. He's like dabbled here and there with it, and so he helps me. But to be honest, there's not really anything special that I do. I just kind of do my research. So I will, and I also just try to utilize what I have. So I'll just research cool places to go take pictures. Some of them are local. And
Can you
then,
actually Google that?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. But if you want,
I thought you just knew of all these awesome places.
Well, a lot of them we did.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, that's what I'm saying, just utilize what you have. Like, think of some cool places you've been to. I'm also like super, like, I'm still that person that looks around everywhere whenever we're out and about, like driving and stuff.
Well, you have that creative eye. So you're going to mention this.
Yeah, so I try to just find like a cool wall or a cool backdrop or, anywhere close by. Like some of the pictures, we just went to this like model home community and they just had like a cool clubhouse and like different cool places to take pictures and walls. And sometimes when you look at like a place, you think like there's not really anything there to take pictures at, but you just kind of have to be more like open-minded. So if it's funny because if I could take like a picture of like the whole area where I'm at, you're like, really? That's where you took your picture? But yeah, it's just kind of having that eye for your backdrop. So like, I'm not going to lie, some places I do go way out of my way. The one that was featured on LuLaRoe, I went all the way to Newport for that. I literally like drove.
It's like an hour away, right?
Yeah, it's like an hour away. We drove home in traffic and I had my son with me. We took my bike and like all these things. I think we were there for like 10 minutes.
It was
like
the monochromatic.
A 3-hour ordeal.
Yeah, and so
like
she does what
picture.
LuLaRoe features. And so you guys got to look at it. It's so rad. It's all mint, monochromatic. She's got a mint bike, a mint house. Mint
And all those things I already had. And so that's what I mean by utilize what you have. No, not the house, but the bike I had and the purse and then my outfit, of course, was in my inventory. So you just kind of utilize what you have. There's I follow a lot of people on Instagram that sell clothes, not necessarily just LuLaRoe, but they'll just use like, their white wall in their house and they have like a cute rug or like just a wooden floor. Just it doesn't always have to be like super over the top fancy or anything like that. Some of the most like simple, clean backdrops are my favorite pictures. And so the other thing that I really want to get more into is more of the relatable pictures. I love all of your guys' pictures where you're playing with your kid. I know Robin's really good at that. Her kids are in her pictures often and you just kind of see like real life, like real family life. And I haven't gotten into that so much just because of our crazy schedules and being busy and things like that. But I really want to tap into that more. I've just been really just doing cool backdrops and things like that. But I know that some of the relatable ones are probably the ones that your followers might relate to more and like more. So that's what I want to, that's going to be one of my goals. As far as editing goes, I just kind of, again, did my research and looked into a bunch of different apps on your phone. I don't even use a fancy camera, guys. I just use my iPhone and that's it. I don't use any kind of fancy camera or photographers or anything like that. I just use my iPhone. I did my research. I looked into some of the top apps that people have been using and I just kind of play around with them and see, how to use them and the different filters that I like and things like that. So the ones that are my favorite are probably Snapseed. I think that's what it's called. Let me make sure before I tell you guys the wrong thing.
I'm going to get my Android and see if it's on my Android.
Okay. My favorite one is Snapseed. I use that one a lot. And I also use, I think you pronounce it Visco or VSCO. I've been using that one recently. I haven't been using that one for too long, but a friend of mine who takes really cute pictures of her kids told me that that's the app that she uses. And I would even do that. Maybe look into, maybe reach out to some of the people that has really cute pictures and just ask them. They'll be, so happy to just and so flattered that you ask them like, hey, I saw your picture. I think it's so cute. Would you mind telling me what app you used or what filter you used or anything like that? I totally did that. So I would, even do that. Those are probably my two favorite. I even just use like the Instagram filters that they have and different ways to edit those, but those are probably the three I use the most. Yeah.
Okay, so Snapseed is owned by Google, so it's on Android too. I didn't know that. I'm installing it right now.
Yeah, Snapseed, and then the other one, VSCO, is the one that is the two that everyone said are the top.
Yeah, VSCO wasn't on Android last time I checked. But anyway, keep going.
Okay. Sorry. Oh, that's okay. So that's just pretty much it. I don't really do anything fancy. I kind of asked my husband what, any advice that he gives, because he's always the one that takes my pictures. And he had like a few things to say. He said that the more effective ones are kind of the ones where you're not like dead on in the center. Like if you notice, a lot of mine, I'm kind of off to the left or to the right, and you can kind of get the whole effect of the backdrop and your outfit at the same time. And so it's kind of cool to be off-centered a little bit and just kind of think outside the box in the way that you stand or pose or sit. It doesn't always have to be like dead on in the center. The other advice he had was about lighting. We realized really quickly that the best time to do lighting is as the sun is going down. So we usually do our pictures between like 5 and 7 p.m. And it's a little bit dark at that time. Not too dark, but it's starting to get dark. But we like that better because of the way that the light hits the face and the shadows and all of that. I noticed during the daytime that, all the shadows hit your face weird and kind of makes you not look like yourself. And so we usually try to either pick backdrops that have like some shade where you can stand in front in the shade, or just go when it's a little bit darker outside, and then you can edit it to look brighter. So a lot of the pictures, I'm actually pretty dark in them, and I just edit them and brighten them and things like that, so that the shadows and the light isn't hitting your face weird. And then the other thing is to kind of play with your surroundings. He's done a few pictures where he kind of focuses on like a cool plant or just something that's in my surrounding, and I'm kind of like off to the side or even behind it or something like that. And then you can use like the, I think it's Snapseed's the one that has like a lens blur where you kind of blur everything around you. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
And kind of focus on you. And so it's cool to get like all of your backdrop and surroundings, and then you also get your outfit. And so I've used that a couple of times. I've used the sun to my advantage, will kind of move me to where the sun is peeking through the trees, or I think I have one of the cactuses, and it's kind of, you can just kind of see the rays a little bit, and those are some of my favorite ones. And so it's a lot to think about. You have to really think about your outfit and your surroundings and your props if you want to use any. I haven't used too many props. I think when we did the hammock one, that one was taken in Pomona. And if you guys
really,
if you guys don't, I know, if you guys aren't from California, and Pomona is like a
scary.
I don't know if anyone is from Pomona, but
no one's from Pomona.
Okay. It's not the nicest city in the world, but
no.
We just kind of we Googled it and we found a place where they have hammocks set up in a park, and so that's where I went, and I just did that. And then I had a Book of Mormon in my car, and so I just used the Book of Mormon just to make it look like I'm not just lying there posing, that it just kind of looks more candid.
You can see that.
Yeah. I grabbed a pillow for my couch and kind of just fanned my hair out a little bit, and that was it.
So
so again, just try to use same thing like the bike and the book and things like that. Just utilize what you have.
Look at today's.
Oh,
so cute.
Wait,
did you take it today?
I took it yesterday.
Oh, you just slept in your shirt?
I know.
She even has, look, she's so detailed. She even has the LuLaRoe socks on with this.
Yeah, I got the socks off the promo.
Look at those amazing overalls.
And
Overalls are back, guys. Jeans are back.
I know.
So those socks say LuLaRoe at the side. So she's detailed about what she's doing.
And I don't know if this is like totally wrong and maybe I shouldn't say this, but even the overalls, I'm returning those. And
you
so
are?
I totally, like I have to.
That's amazing.
Because of my garment.
She wore them here too.
So, yeah.
Look at that Fisher. You can't see it.
That
it's
one's
not
in LA.
good.
That one's at the Grove.
I wondered if
that
it was better.
store is Top Shop, and we just kind of use the wall. So
telling you guys, follow her. She's inspiring.
Yeah. So I mean, like
keep going. No, keep going.
Like I just well, that was the first time I even got the leather jacket for the Made in LA one, And I was planning on returning that too, but I loved it so much that I'm keeping it. But the overalls,
that's so funny.
I would keep the overalls, but I can't wear them with my garments.
Right.
So I'm just going to return them. But
that's so funny.
I mean, I would even do that, even for your props. I would just like
get
PJ Masks or Marshalls or, get some cute stuff.
It is just a prop. It's not like you're sweating all over it.
Yeah. So.
No, I'm just kidding. Okay, sorry.
But it's probably more convenient, like I said, to just use what you have. I'm sure if you look around your own homes, or even if you can think of any friends or family members that have some cute things you've seen in their pictures or cute houses or whatever, just I would ask them. My mom, she does interior design, and so she's pretty awesome about helping me think of props and backdrops and different things I can do like that. And she lets me borrow her stuff all the time. So yeah, I don't know. I think I covered everything. I don't know if there's anything else, but
that what would be some advice for them that like what you do, and then maybe if they're not in your place where she's able to take a lot of time every day to pick stuff out and her outfits coordinate, and so maybe some advice on if they're not in that situation where every day they can take their time. Yeah.
Well, I know that different consultants have. And this is kind of what I did in the beginning when I first signed on. I kind of recruited a photographer who was just a friend in my ward, and she did it for clothes. So I didn't have any money to spare really to pay her to help me out. So I just told her, hey, I can pay you in LuLaRoe clothes if you take a few pictures so I can start posting stuff on my Instagram. And so she was super excited about it, and she was totally willing. And my first pictures were also in Newport. I just got lucky in that sense because we went to go visit a former missionary of ours, and that we got really close to while he was here. And he came down to Newport with his family for vacation. And so we had already planned to go see him and meet his family and just to hang out. And they had rented a timeshare. They had a timeshare there. And so and he's pretty good looking. So I just asked him. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I just asked him, hey, would you mind taking a few pictures for me? And I never met his sister before, but she's gorgeous. She's super pretty. And so I asked her to pose in a few pictures for me, and they were like, yeah, totally. So we just used their, backyard and their timeshare, and, they took some pictures for me. My photographer took some pictures for me because she's super cute and she was there, and they did a few pictures of me for my profile pictures. And so, so I've heard of different consultants doing that. They go ahead and they hire a photographer, whether you pay them, or I'm sure most of them wouldn't even mind being paid in clothes. And you bring several outfits and you just take a bunch of pictures that way, because it's super hard to, and I know it's not practical to get up and get ready and put on your makeup and do your hair and get all dressed up every single day just to get one shot. So I never do that. I always, whenever I plan to take pictures, I always take several outfits with me, and just go to a place that's got several locations. I won't go to like one location here, and then one location all the way over here, and then another one over here. I kind of look to see what's got several locations where I can take pictures, and then just change my outfit. And 99% of the time, I just change my outfit in the car. There's no like bathroom to change in.
That's
so
awesome.
Yeah, I just kind of get in my car and I change my outfit real quick and snap my pictures. And in a few hours, I have several pictures that I can have to post once a day. So I know girls they've made a day out of it, and have even invited some of their consultant friends and hired a photographer together, or ask a friend who wouldn't mind doing it to help you out, and just make a day out of it, make a girls' day, and just take several outfits and take several pictures, and then bam, maybe you have a month worth of pictures to post every day. That way you're not having to get all dolled up every single day, which I know is difficult, especially when you have jobs and kids and husbands and things like that. So
I really like how you said you did your research. Like, I think I have never done that. I just keep going to my backyard because it's what I have.
I mean,
But there are days, now some days I do need to do that. I can't leave the house if the kid is sick
Yeah.
or something. My photographer is usually my 4 or 6-year-old. But it's frustrating a lot because they get my feet a lot and they get my legs a lot. I mean, there's probably 100 pictures before there's a good one.
Yeah.
And I put probably as much effort as I can at the moment, and I don't do as much research, but I really like that because I did not even think that you could, because I'm like, where are these cool colored balls coming from? I want to like paint one of my walls
I
blue.
know, those are my favorite too.
Yeah.
And I've been looking, and a lot of them, I mean, we're here in California, a lot of them you kind of have to go to LA or kind of a little bit out of the way to get those cool.
Usually you have to go to like a downtown to get those kind of walls. Like, like, you know, if you're anywhere, any kind of downtown or like little community, I mean, even in Marble Falls when I was there, they have a little downtown area and it was adorable. There could have been so many pictures taken there. So I think the main point is just put effort into it. You know, if you're wanting to get something out of it, how much effort are you putting into it? So if you're sitting on the couch and you take a picture of your legs and you're crying because only 2 people liked it, well, that's about the amount of effort you put into it. And Jessica is putting a lot of effort into it. And why do you do that? Why do you think it's important to you?
I think, well, I mean, it's like what Amelia said at convention. It's like sometimes you have just a few seconds to get that follower to decide if they're going to follow you or not. And I mean, I'm totally guilty of that. I will totally look at someone's Instagram and be like, and I don't end up following them. And then, you know, it takes me a few seconds to look at someone's Instagram the same way, the opposite. It's like eye candy, if it's eye-catching, if the pictures are really cute. You kind of feel like they're more put together. They know what they're doing. They know.
They take their business seriously.
Yeah, they take their business seriously. They know how to style into, what's the word I'm looking for? A little bit more of an expertise in what they're doing.
That we're fashion consultants. We're not just selling clothes.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why and you know, like I said, it's fun for me, but I've done that several times too, where I just don't have the time to go somewhere, and so I just kind of go outside of my apartment complex and find a cool path or sidewalk or a tree, or you know, and I know that that's what most of us probably have to do, and that's totally okay too. And like I said, Robin's pictures, hers are so cute. She's got her kids in hers, or you know, she's found a cute spot in her backyard, and I don't have the backyard, so I wish I did, but
let me show you what my pictures look like today, and I take them the day before, and that's what you meant, like you work with what you have.
Right. And a lot of people use their garage doors, and those are so cute too. It's just a nice, clean.
But like this is all just my bottom. My head is cut off from my 3-year-old, so none of these are usable unless I like focus up in. And then she gets like, as I'm walking up to her, she takes more pictures. And this is just crazy.
I was telling Robin too, that's so me too. I'm like, you want me to do this training with you? I like literally, I don't do anything special. I make my husband take 1,000 pictures of me just to get one that I like. So it's so not like, you know,
well, that's what I love.
Snap, and then all of them are super cute. Like, heck no. Like, I take lots and then just post my favorite one. So
I think that's what I love, and that's why I wanted to invite Jess. Is that she's so humble about her work. But she puts in effort towards it, and it shows. And that's the point with business, with anything. You guys came into this business to have a business, okay? And so put in the effort that will show how much you respect your business, how much you're dedicated to it. If you put forth $5,500, that's a big investment. That only attracts the type of people that want to make things happen in their life. That is a huge investment. It's not a $50 fee to get a bunch of brochures and a couple teaser items, you know, like this is a business. And so y'all are cream of the crop. You know what you're doing, you're dedicated to your business. And so I just love how she shares that she puts thought into it. I did not realize that you researched, and that's awesome because I'm going to start doing that. And you guys are going to start seeing me go into all the walls that she used to go to. And all that. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I totally don't care.
And I love that you're so like, every consultant is so willing to share the knowledge. You know, I've seen a quote once: the most successful people are willing to share their knowledge. And Snapseed is really cool. I love it. But
and super easy too. Some
well,
of them
Google
are
usually makes stuff
complicated.
really easy.
Yeah, but
I thought
Snapseed's
VSCO
really
was
easy.
really complicated.
Yeah, it took me a while to get the hang of that one, but Snapseed's pretty awesome. It's
Yeah.
pretty self-explanatory.
And if you go to the Vimeo videos, Amelia was recorded at convention talking about photography, and you can watch that. And the main thing for all of this is step number 3 in 72-hour game plan: promote your business. Okay, so that needs to be, if you're not promoting online, you better be looking the part and outside of your house promoting your business. And you better be doing both. Okay, you need to do both. However, if online is not your thing and you're not really doing online sales, then you should be promoting outside in person. You should be always, that's part of being a fashion consultant. We need to always look the part, and it's so easy. I put on a shirt and a black skirt and I got compliments, and I'm like, thanks, it's black and blue. It's not really that hard. Before I would have put on a V-neck Target and jeans and I would have gotten no compliments. But if you respect your business and you dedicate yourself to it, you will decide how to make the changes and how to, like, the dedication that you need to put in to get the results that you want. And she really wants eye-catching photos that are very crisp and clear and well thought out. And so she's putting in the effort that gives her that. Okay. And I am a little less dedicated to that, probably a lot less, but I'm not a really crafty person. It doesn't come naturally to me, but I'm going to be researching and looking way more into that. I learned so much. Actually, there's a lot. She didn't pre-tell me what she was going to say. So I was writing notes because I was like, this is awesome. I already downloaded Snapseed. So, because I could be better at that. Like you're saying, give real life photos, but I could be better at showing my ability to show off my inventory. And that's another thing I wanted to touch on was be confident in the inventory that you have. Why would your customers want to come to your inventory if you're constantly buying from other people's inventory to show off on your newsfeed? Okay, you need to be confident in the inventory that you have. And that's not to say go buy your amazing unicorn or go support one another. Of course, do that. But if someone says, where was that? Where'd you get that? You say, oh, I never had it. I bought it from another consultant. That's not giving confidence in your inventory. So make sure to play with what you have in your inventory. Use what you have, just like Jess said. She came over. She brought me BJ's restaurant for lunch. She brought me like 7 Pizookies, 4 Pizookies, tons of lemonade, a big pizza. We were supposed to have lunch that day, and I was super sick last week. It was awesome. And she came like I was so gross, like 4 days non-showered. Wow. It was disgusting. Okay. I was like scared to give her a hug. And anyway, but she looked adorable because she used items from her. She turned a classic tee around. She had it tied with a knot. And Amelia, it's this picture. I'll actually pull it up while I'm talking. But anyway, use your inventory and be confident in the stuff that you have. Because if you're trying to teach your customers to buy from you, but you don't have the confidence in your own. Do you see what I mean? What I'm saying there? So anyway, I just wanted to say that, and then we're going to turn the time over to Jamie, but this was her little outfit she had on. It was so cute. You need to look it up on Instagram, okay? Because
again, that's just a model home community.
It's a model home community with a little heart sticking out of the ground.
Yeah, they had a whole
quote.
Cute. They couldn't fit in the quote, but.
Yeah, it's so cute. So, just, don't compare and be like, oh, I need to do this. I need to do a million things. No, just figure out something that you can do to be a little bit more dedicated in your business. There's a few tidbits that you learned from Jess. Take that and use it. Okay. And now, Jamie, I am going to mute myself and unmute you, or you can unmute yourself. Jane.
Okay.
There she is. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm going to mute myself, and then Jamie's going to give her little spiel, and I'm so excited. So here we go. Wait, did you have anything else?
No.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so I'm super emotional. Always, not just today. But my why is probably different than a lot of people's. I heard a LuLaRoe from Robin, and I'm already going to cry. I learned about it, I shopped from her, and I instantly fell in love with how they made me feel. Because, every woman has body image issues, even if they are super thin. So when I found something that actually fit my body type, it was amazing. I went to a party with her, and I was like, I need to do this. I love meeting people and hanging out. And then I had to get my husband on board. So while I was waiting to finally decide and get my husband on board, I started praying, and I wasn't getting the answer that I needed. So I went to the temple. I'm LDS. The temple is a very spiritual place, a very special place that you can receive a lot of answers to prayers or to thoughts that you have. And so I went there, and I was sitting, waiting to go home, and all of a sudden I thought of all the things that I've ever wanted. I've wanted to adopt kids since I was 16. And instantly it was like, you can adopt. You can get out of debt, which my husband and I are very horrible at getting out of debt. We'd rather buy new cars than get out of debt. I'll be able to be a stay-at-home mom, because right now I probably wouldn't be able to if we had kids. And it also brought to mind that if my body doesn't work properly like it isn't right now, then we can do IVF and we can get the fertility treatments that we need. So I tell people my why is I was told to. I prayed to my Heavenly Father and He told me to do it. So here I am doing LuLaRoe, and it's terrifying. And hi.
Hi.
I'm in our bedroom right now. So yeah, that's my why. It will change. I'm like 100% sure that it will change, because I am learning more about myself right now and learning how lazy I am and how I can change that. So, now I am, convention was very overwhelming for me. I had a very hard time feeling like I had a reason to be there. Like I had a purpose. It was so crowded. We had a lot of people in our team was there, which is awesome because we all went there for the same reason, to learn. But for me, it was very overwhelming. I couldn't find my place. It sucked for that side of it. I learned a lot and it was amazing, but it also taught me that this is my business. Yes, I can go there, and yes, it will be awesome to see all of my team members. It was awesome to be at Robin's house. It was awesome to be with my friends. But at the same time, I know now that I need to go for me. It isn't a reunion to see your friends. It isn't anything like that. It can be, but it's for your business. You're there to learn something, to grow your business. And I missed out on that because I was so overwhelmed with the feelings that I had, which is normal. So now that I look back on it, I'm glad that I went. I'm glad that I was able to now recognize that LuLaRoe is my place. I'm not there to be better than anyone or feel a certain way. I'm there to learn and to grow, which I did. And part of that was comparing myself to everybody else at convention. Seeing somebody else in my skirt, I was like, well, she looks way better than that in me. Or seeing somebody else in my anything. It was constant comparing. And we do it as females. It's like ingrained in us to just like compare ourselves to people, which we shouldn't. Stop doing it. It sucks. It tears you down. It doesn't make you any better. It makes you want to stop trying. Trust me. I've had conversations with Robin where I'm like, I don't even know why I'm doing this. I suck. My sales are awful. And she's like, why? Why are you doing this? And I said, because I was told to. Then you need to go pray. And comparing yourself doesn't do anything but bring you down. So with that being said, I've learned now that I cannot follow anyone on Facebook. I can follow them on Instagram because it's just posting pictures. I can't follow anyone to see what they're selling, to see how many items they've sold. I can't talk to people about how many items they've sold, which is fine. I don't need that for me. I don't need that to make me sell more. That's not how it works. It says, oh my gosh, I sold 2 items last week. This is for real. I sold 2 items on my online sale last week. Somebody else may have sold like 17, been doing LuLaRoe less times than me. But I can't see that, or I'm like instantly like, well, I should just give up. I'm only selling 2 items, or whoop-de-doo, what does that really even do for me? But now that I'm learning as I go. I have really weird conversations with myself too. But right now, just talking about that, I realize now that I've sold 2 items. I have that extra money now. I have that extra. I've helped somebody else to feel pretty in something, which I've realized is turning into my why. Since I have body image issues, I can send this shirt to somebody and they'll be like, oh my gosh, I feel so pretty. Oh my gosh, I just had a baby 6 weeks ago and I feel like I have an amazing body in this, which is something that I'm wanting. I want to do that. I don't know what else to say. I lost my train of thought. Okay, don't compare yourselves. We went over this. With comparing yourself and me selling 2 items, I put in enough work for 2 items. I wasn't posting every day. I wasn't hyping up my page. I wasn't talking to people on the streets. I was wearing a LuLaRoe shirt to work, coming home, and sitting on Facebook. I wasn't talking to people about my LuLaRoe. I was on my page, I'd post and be like, hey, let's do a giveaway. Why not? I haven't done one yet. Sure. And that's it. If I want the previous week from last week, 2 weeks ago, I sold 0 items. 0, none. And I was like, this sucks. I'm horrible at this. I don't know what I'm doing. Last week, after selling 2, I was like, that's okay. I put in enough work to equal 2 pieces, to equal 2 items sold. So what do I need to change? I've made little goals. I can't, knowing myself, which is what LuLaRoe's helped me to know myself, is I can't say, okay, I need to post more on Instagram. I need to post more on Facebook. I need to order more inventory. I need to hang it up. I need to take all new pictures. I need to get a backdrop. I need to get brand new lights. Like, I can't have a list of stuff 2 pages long because I'll mark off 3 and be like, oh my gosh, I suck. I still have all of these other things to do. So me, and I'm sure it's the same for a lot of us, is we have to have these little tiny goals. These little tiny goals that will create something that will become our huge goal. So right now, my goal is to post every day. That's it. Post something every day. Last night, I forgot to post something on Instagram. Went through my phone, found my mannequin with a cute outfit on, and I posted it. I got 2 people asking what size they were. That's it. I didn't do anything different. I just was like, I have to post something every day. So I posted an outfit that I wanted, but I'm not an extra small in a Cassie, so I can't have it. But putting in the work is what's going to get you what you want. Me and my husband are financially okay right now. We don't have kids. He's military. We're in a small house because we're about to move. We're okay financially. That's not my why for LuLaRoe. That's why LuLaRoe is not my life. My life is going to work, cooking dinner for my husband, hanging out with my husband, hanging out with my dog. And knowing that LuLaRoe is something that I'm told to do, that I've been prompted to do, it makes it so much easier for me to be like, it's okay. I need to go have date night with my husband. I'm going to push LuLaRoe. I posted. I'm saying, hey ladies, love you. You look fabulous. And I'm moving on. That's how, I don't know what else I do. I mean, it's just, since I don't need LuLaRoe and I don't want it to be I don't want to have, I mean, it'd be amazing if I made $12,000 in sales. That'd be phenomenal. But right now, I have so many other things that my brain is thinking about that I wouldn't be able to dedicate enough time to get that $12,000 in sales. That's just life for me right now. And I don't know if I will ever get there, and that's okay. I can't say Robin is selling so much and she has this much inventory. I have to do that in a year. Because her why is totally different than mine. LuLaRoe is Robin. Robin loves LuLaRoe. It's her, like, she just wants, that's her life. It's her job. It's her career right now. So she's putting everything that she can without sacrificing from her family, which she might, but we all do. We all make mistakes. But that's her life. LuLaRoe's not my life. It probably sounds like crazy weird to say LuLaRoe is not my life. It is not all of me, but that's because I don't need it to be. I don't want it to be. Because I can do something. If I were to do LuLaRoe full time, I would not ever talk to my husband. We would never have date night. I would never make dinner. I would say, I did enough. I did all of my LuLaRoe. I'm done. I'm not doing laundry. I'm not washing the dishes. I'm going to bed. Because that's me. And that's how I want my LuLaRoe business to be ran, which is what I think everybody falls in love with, is you can sell $12,000. You can have $12,000 in sales. Or you can have one. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm doing LuLaRoe Jamie Rice. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing me, which is when I've been told, you do you, I'm going to do me. We can talk and we can be friends, but if you start talking shop, I'm probably going to be like, okay, yeah, let's not. Because I will like crawl in a ball and go cry and say, I suck. Here's all my inventory, LuLaRoe. Have a great day. Because that's how I roll. Okay, I don't know what else you want me to say.
I just want to say hallelujah, sister friend. Like, holy moly. Hold on. I don't know how to fix this. Wait, what's going on? Can you guys see me when I'm talking right now, or do you still see me?
Yeah.
Okay. I love your perspective because it's so easily to get caught up in the needing to, I need to like see my face. I don't know why I'm talking. I did make myself bigger. Okay, so if you're not able to get on home office calls because of work or really like your kid's screaming that day or you haven't been on Facebook and you get on, there's like 30 notifications in just our team page or, all these things and you're like, I can't give up. I feel so disconnected. And I think it's good to take a step back, take a step out, and you can turn off notifications to the team page if you need. Okay, you're going to get good information in that page. I will always make sure that it's positive, good, constructive information. Okay. Now, when we want to talk real problems, we can talk them as long as you're willing to have constructive and take advice, and listen. So anyway, but you need to take a step back and figure out where your dedication level needs to be and figure out what you need to add in. So we have two stark opposites. Jessica is needing LuLaRoe to be a big full-time thing in her life, especially through this transition. And it's getting there. Your girl just had like 57 items sell last Friday. It was amazing. Oh my, was it Friday? Saturday, okay. And before that, you've been having like 6,
No,
5.
the week before that, I sold one thing.
Yeah, and this is just online, guys.
Nothing, like Jamie. I sold nothing, one thing, and then got some advice from Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, she was able to reach out to Kelly Fott, who's a mentor out here in Corona, and she got some awesome advice. And this is why I keep telling you guys, reach wherever you want. You have the ability to message anyone in this company to reach out to them and get advice. So, but anyhow, but Jamie's, their dedication is still 100% into what they can offer. Does that make sense? Basically, she's giving 100% of what she needs LuLaRoe to give her. So she's putting 100% of her effort and time and dedication that she can put in, and Jamie's putting 100% that she can put in. Now, if you look at the far picture and maybe you see Jessica's level of time that she's putting in is higher than Jamie's, and someone far away might say, okay, well, one of them is not dedicated enough, but that's not true because Jamie's giving 100% of what she can, and Jessica is giving 100% of what she can, and I'm giving 80% of what I can right now. I'm trying, okay? And not every day you're going to hit that. But my point is someone else is not going to see it as 100%. But if you're dedicated and you're doing your hard work, it will not matter. And the nagging voice in our head that makes us compare and keep staring at other people is going to get quieter. And we're going to get more confident in what we're doing because we're going to know, just like Jamie had that experience where I put in the work for that. And this is not to say that there are some times that you put in 100 item work and you still get 2 items. You can't control people's wallets if they click. You can't control if people get on. There is no secret special sauce to doing this other than consistency and hard work and in person, okay? We're talking a lot about online sales because that's all you guys can see with each other. You're not seeing the in-person successes. You're seeing the online VIP groups. And so that's all you're using to compare your successes. When you don't know how many people are crying at someone's door and putting an Amelia on because they just feel gorgeous, or maybe they just gave away a pair of leggings to someone that's starting chemo treatments. I mean, you don't know that's all you guys can see is the online, because a lot of us only know each other online. But I consider all of y'all like best friends. Like I gave you guys the most detailed information with my DNC. No one else really online. And I apologize. I was really disconnected for about a week and a half And I feel like yesterday and today I'm back. Like, I feel like I'm doing better. But I had some really, really hard hormonal things going on, and I could not handle anyone else's problems because I could barely handle mine. And I was every night crying. I was telling my husband I wanted a divorce. I was freaking out. I was totally out of control with my hormones and my emotions. And I still am very crazy. I mean, I hit her before we started. I'm just kidding. I hit you. No, I mean, I still have issues that I'm like still working through, but I apologize to everyone. I was really disconnected for about a week and a half to 2 weeks because I had ignored this issue for so long, and then it came crashing down really fast. But so my husband took over, and he was my 100% for a good while, and I'm grateful for that help. But anyway, I just hope this webinar was helpful for you guys. They both shared these. I'm watching her get so successful, and I'm so proud of her. I'm just so happy. So happy. I want to hug. This is me hugging all of you. Okay, I love you all because it gives me so much joy to see the stress come off of you, because I know how bad it was for me a year ago. And it's still really stressful. Okay. I don't get to keep any of my bonus checks still. I don't get to keep any of my savings, my sales still, because I have other debt I'm paying. So I'm not like living the high life or anything. So, anyway, oh, Laura, yay. She just said she got a gift from us. You guys, we sent her a gift of chocolate covered fruit. Oh, we love you, Laura. So, anyway, I'm so distracted now because I'm so happy. I love making you guys happy. I love seeing the stress come off, and I don't know where I was going with that, but I love you guys, and just keep working hard. Okay, you doing what you can do is exactly what you need to be doing. And I think that's why I wanted to do this webinar. Is I've been reading You Are a Bad ASS. Okay, that book is amazing. Oh my gosh, The Power of TED taught me more about being a leader, but You're a Bad A has taught me more about loving me and being happy about me and being like, I'm a rock star. It is so rad. I love that book. Oh my gosh. I'm like halfway through it. I'm like, every time she cusses so much, and I'm like, oh, I don't like cussing. But there's something about her, man. She's so real. She's like, I don't give an F about this. And I'm not cusser. So I'm like, my virgin ears. Just kidding. No, I used to be a really bad cusser, but now I'm not. And I know I talked about giving you guys a few things to work on, like investing in your business, doing things differently. And I'm just going to show you what I did. I printed from Vistaprint the images that are there. There's new invite images that you can print, and you can print these on a photo paper at Walmart. I am doing a better hostess prep for my in-person sales, for my in-person pop-ups. And I'm going to send them about 30 of these with a pair of leggings because I can do that right now. That's something business-wise that is not a huge burden. So only do it if you can do it. Otherwise, just give them invites. But I'm going to give them these, and I'm going to give them a little Sharpie and say, hand out these 30 invites to people you know. And then I got 2 images. And they're pretty, like, they can go through any season. So I got like 100 of each. And so they're going to get these. And then I ordered, they have really cool new thank you cards. Okay. I ordered these from Vistaprint. Everything cost me about $100. Okay. New thank you cards. And it has a little place to put for the beautiful, and you can write their name. It's really cute. Anyways, this is what I'm just showing you that I followed through with what I had dedicated to do this week, was getting these. And I have 25 of these with the written address and time that I'm going to give to my neighbors. Finally. Okay. I'm doing it. It's written out. I gave it to the lady at Subway when I was getting our Subway drinks. And then these are cool. I just printed these. It is all white because there's nothing on that side. This is the side that has something on it. This is for your customers to fill out at in-person boutiques. There are people who won't tell you to your face that they want to do a party or that they're interested in the business, but they're comfortable enough to write it on a card. And I told Jess that at your launch, because you can't compare yourself to me. She's quieter. She's more reserved. She's so fun. But from the outside, you see me like yelling and running around, and Jess is just cool, chilling. Like, it's not that she's not crazy. Girl's crazy. No, but we are. So when I was training her, I was telling her, look, I'm very forward, and that might not be comfortable for you. So make sure you're allowing people to write. And I realized that through time, as people are different. I'm also reading The 5 Love Languages. That's a really, really good book to understand how people love, how people reciprocate, and for my team, it's helpful for me to know, okay, this person gave me a gift when I was sick, so that probably means they're a gift giver. And so I need to gift them something, right? And then I printed these, and I printed these on a really thick cardstock so that it's really uncomfortable for people to have in their pocket. And this is the You've Been Caught with LuLaRoe, and or enjoy 10% off at my VIP store. And on the back, I did the back of my business card. Oh, I'm a genius, right? Just kidding. So it's like a business card, except for, and it's really, really thick. I don't think I can bend this. Oh, I can. Whatever, it's thick. Anyway, so hopefully it's uncomfortable, and this is really fun. So I'm trying to step up my game with getting out there, and I've already done it. I gave Subway ladies invitations, and I'm going to my neighbors tonight because I have an open house on Saturday. So I'm gonna. No one might ever come, but you know what it did for me? It made me feel awesome that I put effort into my business and that I'm trying, and I know that 1 + 1 = 2. But sometimes that 2 takes a while to come. So I know that the equation will give me 2, but sometimes my 1-year-old doesn't know what that means. And so I have to continue to teach him and continue to try. And one day he'll remember that 1 + 1 does = 2. So my effort and my time, or whatever you want to do, is 1 + 1 = customers. And it's going to come. It's going to happen. So just continue to keep working hard, and don't give up on yourself. There's a reason why you're here, and there's a reason why you're dedicated. Do not give up. And when it does explode, it explodes fast. It does. Were you expecting to go from 2 to a 57 item sale? Yeah. But what she did differently is she did a multi hostess sale. So she had Battle of the Hostesses. She put in a ton of effort. Would you say how much more effort compared to like the 2?
Oh, way more.
Because normally you're just posting your daily picture, right?
I think even that day, I like woke up at 7 to be ready to go at 8 to post everything at 8, and I didn't go to bed until like 3 a.m. I was up almost 24 hours.
It's so exhausting, and that's where Mark says your time put into these sales is way less. Like you worked for 18 hours on it,
yeah, you know. That day.
Yeah. So her online sales for like per hour that she put in for work is not as much as she can make with in-person. If she had a really, like if she went and set up and had a 2-hour in-person party and it was 4 hours of work and she sold 60 items, that's a lot less than 18 hours of work. It's the same amount of money, but it's the amount of time you're putting in. So that's where like online can take a lot of time. And I'm not putting a damper on that. I'm just showing you the difference of hourly rate, if you want to think about that. But there is great income with online. So I'm not downing that. Anyway, any questions for Jamie or Jess before we go? I'm going to try to read some of these now.